All right. Get that up and running. I think this takes forever. So we got a base here. Got another base. Layer, layer, layer. It's a layer, layer. Hello, everyone. Let's see. Two more layers. Okay. So let's actually organize these. So these as a lieutenant. That's the base green. Okay. Yeah, so I've already done the base coat, so you can kind of see. That's way out of focus. Why are you so out of focus? Currently, these guys are set up. Hold on, let me actually grab a flashlight. Yeah, so I've already put a base coat on them. I'm not sure actually which light is going to look better. Trying to get my stupid tablet to log into Twitch so I can actually view my own stream, but for some reason it keeps logging me out, and it's absolutely horrendous. Let's see if this light will shed enough light so you can be able to see. So, oh my god, that's actually just completely washing it out. So you can see how it's actually, I have done so. Here's an unpainted one. The unpainted ones are like a pure, like dark gray. So that one is the driver of the bark speeder. So you can see how dark of a gray he is. And then this one has already been painted. You can actually see the base has been kind of painted a little bit. The base itself is supposed to actually be tan, but because I went ahead and sprayed all the guys with on top of this, it also got that as well. I thought you were going to bed. Apparently you can't sleep still. And also I'm on the 9th TeamSpeak, so if you just want to chat, you can. I'm going to put these 2 troopers in the box. Do that because I don't need the bark speeder right now. Oh wait, I can actually just put it back in the actual box. Sorry, I'm losing my fucking mind. Okay. Probably don't want to have that one broadcasted. So pretty much what I'm looking at doing is so I've got the base here of Koroks White right here. I've got the Abaddon Black, which is going to be used for the undersuit, the gloves, and the visor trim, and the weapon systems. So I've got that. We've got the Vulcan green, which is going to be the 9th Assault, the closest green I could find, really, for the color that we use for the 9th. Then I have for the Clone Commanders, which I'm not going to really do because I don't have the actual Phase 1 expansion kit yet. So, but I have the Phalanx yellow and the Uriel yellow as the Clone Commander colors. And I'm thinking what I might just do is use the Uriel yellow by itself to designate EOD troopers. Because, I mean, it's already kind of orangey. But I could honestly just go with a regular, find another orange. And then for the clone captains and medics, I've got the Word Bearers red, and then I've got the Wazdaka red. So what I'm thinking of doing is I might start with for the captains, start with the Wazdaka red as the base first layer, and then I use Word Bearers red as the second layer to make it a little bit not as dark. And then when I designate the clone medics, I'll have it just as the Wazdaka red because it's nice, pretty bright red. Red. Can't believe I said red like that twice. Okay, so start darker, then go bright. Okay. And then I have for the clone lieutenants, I have the Calgar blue, and then I have the Altdorf guard blue. So that takes care of the general dynamic. And then for the clone sergeants, I'm just going to keep using the Vulcan green. Might as well. It's already a green, and I like it. So, I'm not going to pay the expense of doing that. Pretty much, these are all the brushes that I have here. So I have a very, very fine detail brush here. I've got a little bit more of a layer brush there. I've got a pretty good sized base brush, and then when I was at Walmart today getting my groceries, I happened to stumble across the art aisle and came across a very clean set of pretty much just all around various different brushes. So I picked those up and for $5 and just did that. So when you do the green, use 2 coats at the base, then use the Vulcan green and 2 coats also for the layer. So it would be like 4 coats altogether with the Vulcan green then? No. I don't have any 2 coats of lighter green. I have to pick that up. Because the way I was figuring was I was just going to go with the Vulcan green just by itself. Do that. Oh, you don't see a repeat of the screen. Okay, so I would need to go and get a lighter green then. So I mean, I could still do the Vulcan green by itself right now, but maybe on the way back. Okay, probably then on the way home from work tomorrow then is then go by the local game shop that I purchased this stuff at and pick up like a little lighter green there. I'll have to I'll have to figure out what green's gonna look good with it. Hmm. Okay. So what color green do you think would probably work as the second layer? Connor, hack your phone too? All right, come on. I want you to open up, but I don't want you spraying paint everywhere. Ooh, that's one hell of a seal on that. All right, let's see. I think that one would work. Because those ones are too fine. I need something that's gonna be a little bit bigger. Because I have to hit up do some touch up on a couple of areas. And I think that one would work. Because what I did as my base, I went ahead and used a thing of spray paint practically and sprayed them all just to kind of get the general size, the paint on there generically, and did that. So and of course, in the process of doing so, I did miss a couple of big spots on the models themselves, so I have to go back and do them again, unfortunately. I think I'll do that. Which kind of means I'm not going to be able to paint the actual green stripe on it. I'll have to wait until tomorrow to actually paint that portion. I just realized I'm trying to do a base coat on an area that's going to be painted black here in a second. Oh, here, let me do this then. Trying not to get paint all over everything, so let's see here. Let's do that. How's that? Now better? Yeah, of course, now I can see the stupid screen that I have in the background that I'm using to kind of help monitor how the video actually looks. So, give me a second to adjust fire on that. Oh, there's like 3 patches attached to that. Okay. Let's see. There, much better. Okay, now you know how to deal with that. All right. Just trying to see if there's anything else, any other spots that I missed. No, I think that's about got it. Yeah, you definitely see the, wow, that paint really does dry super fast. Glad I'm using one of the generic mugs that I got with a housewarming gift. Ooh, that was a little too much paint. Okay. I need to get like a bowl or something to actually use that. Use as my cleaner rather than a coffee mug. Hey, but coffee mugs work. Cannot deny that. Yeah, I wanted to try streaming this earlier today, but I got stuck grocery shopping. I had to go get groceries because food is necessary to survive, unfortunately. So I had to go with my mother out shopping at Wally World, and mom pretty much dragged us the entire time. So because I can't take her to Walmart without her wanting to go to every single department to see if there's something she needs. So, and as a result, I get dragged everywhere, unfortunately. Which also meant I was almost late for my
User joined your
my
channel.
gaming community. Hello, user.
What's up?
Not much.
Right.
Easier to talk than it is to text, isn't it?
Yeah. So okay. So are you using that base right now?
Yes, I am. The Corax.
All right.
I'm using Corax White right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So the best thing to do, because if you just go and use base straight base like you're doing, it's gonna glop up a little bit.
Yeah.
So the best thing to do is use your brush, take a little bit of paint out, and you see that little thing you got, the pastils that you have down
Yeah.
right in front of you. You're gonna put the paint in there, and you take a little drop of water,
Yeah.
put it in
I've
there.
actually got some water in here
Okay,
already.
good. You need to take the paint, put it in there, and then put a little drop of water, not too much, because you don't want to dilute it.
Right.
And then what you do is you stir it a little bit, and then you use that to apply the paint. It'll go on a lot smoother, and it'll blend easier.
See, this is why I was hoping you would jump on and start chatting. Come
Yeah,
on.
well, I've been up for 38 hours now, so
Yeah. Oh man, that really does gloop. I just put a little droplet in that wanted to gloop real bad.
yeah. So use the back end of your brush. That's what I do. I just use the back end and I stir it because I don't have stirring sticks and stuff like that.
I've got Q-tips, but that would soak everything up. Toothpicks would work great.
Yeah, that'd be good. But just use what you got. Normally, what I do is I get like a little saucer
Hmm.
from the kitchen. It's like 3 inches in diameter, and it's ceramic. So like I put the paint on there, and then I put a little bit of the water. I make sure to turn off my fans so that way it doesn't dry it out quick.
Hmm.
And then just with a little bit of paint, I can get like 3 or 4 models before I have to apply more paint. And it's the same thing with your layers too. You want to do the same thing with your layers
Okay.
on your brush. Yeah.
I have extra paper towels nearby.
Yeah, so since you're using a green, that's why I recommend using a dark green as your base for whatever
Okay.
parts you're going to be applying the green to. And then once your base dries, what I do is I go back over it with a lighter green because the edges are still going to have the dark green, but the inside's going to be a light green. So it's going to look more like battle worn kind of thing, It's going to have a little bit more
Oh.
contrast. Yeah. And
Okay.
the color is going to pop. It's not just going to be like a dull, basic dark green. It's going to pop out at you. It's going to be like, hey, I'm green, you know? So, and then don't forget the black on the undersuit would probably
Oh,
be
holy
good on that.
shit! That does go on boy batter.
Yeah. And what's going to work with the undersuit, because the undersuit's black, is probably getting a black and
User joined your channel.
Oh, is it?
oh,
Nice.
it's a gray color. Give me a second. I got all my paints are in the garage. Give me a second.
Oh, you doing the paint thing? You streaming?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Check it
streaming
out on
right now.
the Discord.
I'll try to here in a minute. I'm trying to get my own streaming software working right now. But yeah, that's cool. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I'm just kind of doing touch up on my models right now.
Okay,
Cause
so with the black, you probably use
I have Abaddon Black.
Skaven. Oh yeah, yeah, that's gonna be really dark. But then what you want to do is you want to use a dry brush with a very little thing of paint on it. And what you do is you just brush it back and forth over the layers. And you could probably use like Skaven Blight Ding, which is like a grayish color, to,
Hmm.
to make it look like that undersuit's a little bit dirty, from dirt or something like that, or it's kind of stained. It'll
User
it'll
disconnected
make
from your
stuff come
channel.
out a lot more. Um, Also, I would recommend getting green. That's not gonna work. Another one that's the same. I got 3 of these that are the same. No, Nuln oil. It's a shade.
I've got that.
Okay, good, 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 good. So after you do your base and you do your first layer, that's when you want to hit it with that the Nuln oil.
Okay.
Okay, and then that's when you want to go in and do the highlights. Okay, and the highlights are the edges of the armor.
Okay.
Okay, and normally the highlights are a little bit brighter than the original colors you put on there. So just
Well,
just some recommendations. I know this is your
alright.
first time painting.
I know. Just yeah.
You've got to kind of learn yourself, but
The other thing too is I think I accidentally diluted this paint. Too much water in there. Oh.
yeah, just a drip. All you need is a little, little bit, not much, man. If you think you diluted it, you got to put a little bit more paint in there. Yeah, no, I went to go lay down, and when the kids told me, my wife was doing some stuff today. So,
Mm,
you probably already know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
And
Did it again,
yeah.
huh?
Well, she was over there like all day today instead of being at home, and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, this is what got her into deep trouble in the first place.
Right.
So yeah, so we're arguing right now on the phone. And then I saw your alert, and I was like, "What's he doing? It's an IRL, not a
Right.
hobby or paint stream. It's an IRL."
Well, I didn't know there was a hobby paint
I think,
thing.
if you
You should be a
really,
moderator. You could probably easily change that for me.
I'm on my phone. I'm
Oh,
back in the
that's right.
bed. I'm in the bed again. I'm on my wireless headset, so I'm
Oh,
watching
let
you
me-
on my phone.
do. Let me see if I can update this.
I mean, if you can't do high IRL, because I know Valric, Chapter Master Valric, when he's
Mhm.
painting his Warhammer 40k models, he doesn't put IRL. He puts like hobby or painting or something.
I saw
on
art,
there.
but I didn't even
Yeah,
think
that's
to.
what he does. Art.
He
Yeah.
does art. Okay.
Yeah, he puts art.
I'm gonna update my stream then.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm
No problem.
gonna
I was just
update
letting you
my
know.
stream.
But
Now.
no,
Yeah,
I
no
did
problem.
like the assortment of clones you got there. That's pretty cool. They actually look just like the same scale as Warhammer 40k.
They pretty much
Actually,
are.
actually, they're bigger than normal models. Like Imperial Guard models, they're bigger than the IG models because they're kind of small. So I actually like the size of those. Those are pretty cool. And I mean, if you actually get into it, man, as a good hobby, you can get like a good what is that thing called again? An airbrush? Yeah. And they're like 150, $200 for a good airbrush. And basically, all you do is you just take the paint, you pour it into the little container that's on top of it. It's basically like like spray paint kind of thing. But it goes on there really fine, and it's super easy to paint and way faster.
All right, so I just updated that, so you should see a change in the title. Hello, people. I wonder how you guys are doing. Oh, we got Sid in here.
Oh, what's up, Sid? Probably just lurking.
Yeah.
Get that lurk force going on right now.
Okay, how did I get a thing? I don't understand. How did I do that?
What's up? How do you do what? How'd you get it to stay open?
No.
Oh, did you shake that up, dude?
Yeah, I
You
shook
gotta
it.
shake it. You shook it for like 5 minutes, right?
No.
Oh yeah, you might wanna
Okay.
shake that for like a good minute or two, bro, because it's like highly concentrated when you first hit it,
Yeah.
and it even says on the instructions it says shake, shake a lot, shake it like a salt shaker, shake it. No, yeah, there you go, there you go. Use that wrist, man.
Actually, I shouldn't be using that wrist because I actually sprained it yesterday.
Oh, man. Hey, you're just getting the
Ah,
weakness out
fuck.
of it, okay? That's all it is.
No times for tears. What was it? No times for
Yeah.
dreams, only tears, or whatever that fucking saying
No,
you
you had
always
it
loved.
right. It was like, yeah, I did that back in Daisy
TFR
Mod.
days. Yeah, you
Yeah,
did that in
well, it
DayZ
originated
and
in.
TFR shit.
I did it with Vonderwell and DayZ Mod when me and him were up against one dude, and I was like, "No time for tears, only dreams." And I came off the top of the 2-story what was it, the fire station, and I shot the dude in the face, and he died, and I fell and broke my leg. And Vonderwell was like, "So how do you feel?" I was like, "Well, you're dead, so I mean, I'm alive. I'm better off than you are." And he was like, "That's true." Because Vonderwell was one of those dudes that's like, "Hey, don't shoot the people. Let's go try to help them." I'm like, "Okay." So I'd sit there in the woods and watch him run out there and get shot.
Good lord.
Yeah, he was always the guy that wanted to help people.
Yeah, but he was also the guy that loved going on and doing fucking Ranger miles.
Yeah, he loved that Running Simulator 2000.
Oh, one thing for sure, these fucking paint canisters do not like to open. At least not
Oh, be
easily.
careful when you open them up. So if you notice with the tops, when you open those, there's a little piece of plastic in the back,
Mm-hmm.
and that's used to hold the top open. So when you push it back all the way, it should click a little bit,
Oh,
and it'll hold the cap open for
there
you.
it goes.
Yeah, there you go. It's just a bitch when you want to like get it to go back closed, but it'll stay open now.
Okay. Yeah, but it also wants to leak out.
Yeah, that's why I just use the brush. Yeah, Citadel paints have come a long way since I first started playing Warhammer 40k. That
I
was
see what you mean. Why it's kind of a bitch to get back into place because it just. Damn it.
yeah. Yeah, you're gonna get some paint on you, man. Trust me.
How do you get it back?
You may have to use a brush or like something to push it back while you close the lid.
I need something really skinny to reach into there.
Oh, just stick it in the middle, not through the side. Like open the cap
Uh-huh.
and then just stick the brush through the middle. You see the where it holds around the top. Yeah, put it right there. Then slowly close it. Then push it back out. If it doesn't, you may have to get some pliers, kind of twist a little bit out. But sometimes they do it. Sometimes they'll close. It'll close and it'll just stay like that. But it'll be all right.
There it goes.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
I had to muck with it a little bit.
Yeah.
It definitely does get paint everywhere. That's for fucking sure. Like, holy fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I normally have like a little washcloth because I took art in school
Yeah.
for a couple years, so like we'd always have like a washcloth, and every time we'd paint, we'd use that to dry the brush off and everything. But yeah, this is why it's good to buy a I know Citadel has their own paint brushes and they're very proud because they're freaking expensive. But
Yeah,
like
they are.
you can get layer brushes, which are the small fine brushes. You can get a base coat brush, which is like kind of big. It's got a lot of bristles in
So
it.
that's so the pack of sorry to cut you off.
Oh, you're good.
The
I was done.
the Walmart ones that I bought
Hmm.
has pretty much all of that.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful with the Walmart brand because like so if you don't know much about brushes, I don't know a tremendous amount. Every brush is made with different different hair or
Yeah.
different bristles. And I normally like using the ones with what's it again? It's like raccoon hair
Mm-hmm.
because it's very durable and you can wash it and wash it and wash it and it's still good as long as you clean it. Hopefully you got like a brush cleaner solution.
I've got a
Um,
cup full of water.
uh, that'll work a little bit, but like you want something like with some soapy water or some
I've
actual
got some
cleaner that
Ajax
has a
soap.
little bit. That might work. I have to look it up again on what I use water, but I use like warm water, and I put a little bit of soap in there, not too much. But
I know the other
yeah,
thing
you can.
too. Fuck you. Fucking
Also, be careful with wetting your brushes. You don't want the water to go so far up on the brush, including the paint, because if the paint gets into the tip, or not the tip, but you see where
yeah, the seam because
bristles.
that's exactly
Yeah,
where it's at right now.
yeah, you don't want to get the paint up there, and if you do, you want to dry it out as quick as possible. Don't get water up there because what it'll do is water will get up there and then warp the wood and then create space in between the holder and the actual brush itself, and
Hmm.
your stuff will start, your bristles will start coming out. So that's how you really mess up a brush.
Well, I mean, it's a $5 fucking kit from
Oh, I
Walmart,
got you.
so
I got you. Yeah.
I actually went while I was at Great Escape Games, which is the place right up the street from me. I actually picked up some of their a couple of brushes there. I picked up a layer brush and
And you look like some kind of doctor sitting here painting with blue gloves on and stuff. I'm just like, man.
Alright,
I
need
was
some
like,
light.
man, you're painting, man. You're not trying to give it an enema or anything.
I need light, but it's totally washing out what you can see.
Yeah, it's good. It is probably because you just have the camera back and it's like trying to capture everything. There's no actual center focus on it.
That is true as well. See, the problem is to be able to
Project, what's up, brother?
do that, I have to actually close down Streamlabs, mess with the
Oh,
camera a
gotcha.
little bit, and
Yeah.
then I could have a better like focal point.
I
But
gotcha.
even still,
You're good. It'd be next time when you do this, it'd be better if the camera was just down facing the models and like
mm,
you know you're closer to the table and everything like that instead of how you are like up. Yeah, you want the model like just on the desk and I
see,
don't know, just so
the
you can
only
see the brush.
place I can really do that is over in my front like dining area,
Oh,
and
gotcha.
it's not even close to where I have my computer.
I
Like
gotcha.
here, I'll show you. I don't think I ever gave you a tour of the place.
Nope, never saw your apartment.
So over there, that is my kitchen dinette, tiny super place.
I
Um,
gotcha.
kitchen is goes right into there. Yes,
Hmm.
there's my trash pile there. Um, and then
This is
those
how
are the
people in California live.
yeah, I know, right?
Is
Because
that
it's
your fan? Is
that
that your fan on the ground?
yes,
Oh
because
my
it's
god, that's a small fan.
well, it's okay. Mainly because of here in California, there's a kilowatts per hour thing. So during
Yeah.
certain hours of the day, our electricity bill is charged 3 times the normal rate.
Oh wow, God, what communist people? No, I'm just kidding. If people are watching from California, I'm just kidding.
I think
Okay,
it's only currently you and Ghost right now.
it's
But
cool. That could have
around
been
the
against TOS. I don't know.
around the corner there
Hmm.
is the bathroom down the hallway, and
I
then
gotcha.
just before that is the actual bedroom where I've got two picture paintings or painting picture things of Betty Page. So,
Okay,
um,
no problem.
and the plan is once all these little guys are painted and set up and everything, they're gonna live up here in my shelving units that I installed just yesterday. Hence why my portion of why my arm hurts, but I think I actually slept on it wrong, so I think I sprained it that way as well. Um,
Gotcha.
they'll live up there, kind of as display, and then as certain guys, because I've already had a couple guys from the unit actually ask if they can actually buy little miniatures off of me. So once I actually get
Okay.
the phase 2 troopers in,
Hmm.
and I get them painted up, if the guys want them, then they're gonna have to one pay a little bit of a fee because I'm gonna have to replace
Well,
the
yeah.
trooper, but also
Well,
shipping and
yeah.
handling.
They gotta pay for you painting it,
Yeah.
and then they gotta pay for you shipping it. So I
Hmm.
mean, they're gonna come out of a pocket a little bit. And I mean,
Exactly.
I don't know if you've seen some of the Warhammer videos that have come out about painters, because there's a lot of painters that are like on Craigslist and stuff like that. And they're like,
Hmm.
hey, we'll paint any model for $10 or $5, like because you can ask Barb. Barb, he's gonna be painting my army because I'm tired of painting. I can't paint. I get into it and then I stop.
All right, I'm just turning off
And
my display a little bit so I can muck around with
oh,
the
you're good.
camera.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, I get tired of painting because when you have a $600 Space Marine army, that's a lot of models. That's well over 60 models, and it's like you guys spend 5 to 10 minutes per model. That's a lot of time, a lot of paint.
Okay, this thing is completely properties.
Oh yeah, you getting
Oh,
that
there we
beer
go.
gut, bruh.
Configure. There we go. I have the ability to configure the web camera from Streamlabs. I forgot I had that ability. Um, do 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 do. Uh, turn off autofocus really fast so I can play with that. There we go. Let's see how that goes. And then if that doesn't work, then well, I can just adjust it again. But now I don't have the ability to see the chat. Wonderful. So yeah. All right, getting back to this before my paint dries out. Yep, bristles got dry.
Don't put too much water on them. Just put a drip of water. Bristles getting dry. Just a little bit. Like an eyedropper would be really good if you had one of those.
Nope, unfortunately. See how centered is that? Does that look good?
It looks alright. But yeah, go ahead and paint that up, man. And yeah, what I'd recommend is once you get that first layer on there, let it dry for about 5-10 minutes, you know, and then possibly hit it with another coat.
Well, this would be technically its third coat of base paint.
Oh wow, okay. Once you're done with that, I mean, honestly, dude, start with the undersuit.
Yeah,
That's
that's what
gonna
I
give it
plan
a
on too.
lot more detail.
I'm just hitting the areas that the spray didn't get very well.
But all right, brother, I'm starting to doze off. I'm gonna
Okay.
head back to bed. But I will, when I wake up in the morning and everything, I'll check out the video from the stream and everything and see how far you got. All right.
Okay, sounds good. Have a good one.
All right. Oh, hey, where's that alpha roster at too? You still got that?
Yeah, that's in the unit drill hall.
Drill hole. Okay. Okay. No problem.
You have to. I haven't added it into the TeamSpeak yet, but yeah, check the drill hall. It's in there for sure. I need
Oh, in
to.
the Discord. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
No problem, brother. All right, man. Take it easy.
Have a good night.
Later.
User left your channel.
How's everyone else's night going so far? Let's see here. I guess I'll put on some royalty-free music. Where's that playlist? There it is.
User joined your channel.
Hello, user.
It's Spades again.
Ah, welcome back. You just missed foe. Went to bed. You get your streaming software figured out?
Still kind of in the process of that, but yeah, I found something in Windows that actually allows me to point the different programs to different outputs, which will help me cut something out without the other stuff. Like, cause I'd hate to stream and have all this Discord bleep blooping when I don't particularly want that, but I do want to catch the team speak bar and all that good stuff in there. But basically trying to split it up into several. That works.
No, that makes sense. Ooh, that one actually has some scarring to it. Okay. Some of these guys have really awkward handholds. Can you hear the music on the stream at all?
I haven't jumped into your stream yet. I'm
Oh,
about to.
okay. No worries. Well, one thing's for sure, spray painting does, do a good job of getting big areas. Damn, it totally missed all these other ones. Yeah, I missed some mold lines too, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can hear the music.
Awesome. Excuse me.
Take it you're right-handed.
Yes, why? You can't even see what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm thinking if you had your camera on the left, then we probably have a.
Yeah. The big issue is the cord that I have for my camera is not very big, and the only spot that I have to really mount the camera is on the right hand side. I do have another actual like freestanding camera that I can set up, but I have to play around with it to figure out how it work. And I could probably set it up on a tripod over here on the left hand side, so you guys can actually you would be able to see it a lot better. So. So what's nice is I've got all my troopers kind of set up in these little plastic baggies, so I can keep them kind of organized. So, submit these guys up here. What's nice is this paint dries pretty quick too. So, plan is just kind of get all the touch-up done for the troopers that you know, spots missing on them. And then I'll move on to the next set of troopers. Actually, let's do this. Trying to figure out an assembly line approach. Hello to you too, Sid. The other thing too is I didn't realize, but when I went and bought the another set of Phase 1 troopers, I only got one extra squad. It didn't actually give me 2 squads like I was expecting. So I only have 3 out of 4 squads currently. Which is unfortunate because I was hoping for 4 squads, because then I would have a full platoon of troopers. But clearly, the odds were not in my favor. Well, yes, I am predominantly right-handed. I could give trying this giving this a try left-handed. Just don't know how well I'll turn out with the paint as a result.
You should probably stick to what your best hand if you're gonna be happy with the results.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I think I accidentally ruined this paintbrush. Oh well. Make do with what I got. I mean, it was a $5 cheapie that I got at Walmart too, anyways, so. Just trying to, again, hit up the areas that the spray paint didn't get.
User joined your channel.
Hello, user.
Hey, Rush.
Oh, you guys are done with the box finally?
Not quite.
I need to chat with you real quick.
I am streaming, so what's up?
User joined your channel.
I don't know what the heck's different with this lab, but he can't get him to lock on at all.
That is a question for Legion. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Again, I haven't personally mucked with them too much.
Like, I'm
So-
able...
So here's the problem that we have. So Petranko is using the same loadout, the same gunship as me. Moving ground target like a tank or like a lightly armored vehicle. He switches to the ATMs or the Mavericks, the 65s. Hits the T to lock on. Some bitch locks on. He gets good tone. He can blow up the target.
Mhm.
I do the same thing. I don't get no tone, no nothing. Now, for shits and giggles, we spawned a Comanche, loaded up the Vickers rockets, which is the same thing as an AMG.
Right.
Ground target, I can
User left
lock
your
on the
channel.
target, get hard tone, blow the target up. Get back into the gunship to do the same thing. Gunship won't lock onto the fucking target.
You checked all the add-on options and game controls.
I checked
Yeah.
all the game. I mean, I can go back in it. Hold on.
Yeah, I would
My suggestion is to have the exact same controls as Fox.
Oh, he can't because he's
Figure-
using mouse and keyboard, whereas yeah, he can have essentially the same shit, but I'm
Bigger game
running a
add-ons.
completely different setup than he is.
That's right, because
Yeah,
you usually use a
it's-
joystick.
No, I use mouse and keyboard.
No, Fox uses joystick.
Locked target hold tab. What? Hold on. N law track target hold tab.
No, you don't want in-law. You want a target hold. The in-law is a rocket man pad.
Okay, because the N law track target hold is tab, as well as the lock target hold is tab.
Try disengaging the in-law. Put it on some random other key.
Shits and giggles, I'm just gonna it. Okay, so track target lock hold tab. Leave that where it is.
If he still had the in-law still off was still on, that's probably why.
Yep, that possibly could be the reason.
Yeah, that was in the Ace weapons controls.
User left your channel.
Legion does use Ace controls for most of their stuff, so that's probably his issue. So
Back up here. Petranko, are you still here?
I think he loaded back into server.
Alright, give me one. Why won't it let me
User
switch?
joined your channel.
Okay, stay up here
you hear
real
me?
quick, because it won't
Yep.
let me switch back into.
Reaper? Can Reaper hear me?
I can hear you. Reaper, can you hear us, Fox at all?
Reaper, can you hear me on 5.0?
Yeah, I can hear him.
I
now.
think it's T-Far.
He just
Can you
heard.
hear
He heard you.
Yeah,
Try it
he's-
again on long range.
Yeah, I got you on 5.0. We're still in T-Far, so it's going to do that to us. We can only hear each other through T-Far. But if you back up a bit, you should be able to see it now.
I'm in the 9th Assault Corps team speak.
No, I got no tone.
Check your vanilla settings as well.
Controls. Weapons. Okay, lock target. In the regular controls of the game, lock target is T. Laser range is T.
Okay.
Lays range is fine.
Yeah, try disengaging lock target, vanilla base.
Well, it's using base lock target.
Alright, then disengage the ace targeting scheme.
Yeah, disengage ace targeting scheme. Use vanilla only.
Okay.
Because ace targeting is usually bound to tab.
Yep.
Wrong fucking menu. Probably what? Okay. Lock target is T, laser range is T. Add-ons. Weapons. Lock target. Okay, so in free look, looking at the target, hitting T for lock target, and nothing's happening. However, my altitude line thing is like glitching out and freaking out, so I don't know.
I did not do a very good job at dealing with these mold
When you
mods.
canceled out of that, which means it probably may have reset, but I would go through and make sure that like nothing else decided to take over T again.
Alright, put it down another target. Oh no, he's still there.
Say again?
No, I switched it so lock target is T because it unbound the T key, and I'm still not getting anything. Okay. Add-ons.
Go back to C tab and see if it rebound it.
Really? C-tab?
Sorry, not C tab, T-far.
These troopers that are standing did a much better job of getting painted. However, the mold lines are pretty bad.
Alright, get the truck to move again. Okay, so T-far had T bound, so I unbound that. I unbound everything that T was associated with other than lock target, and I still don't get no tone.
Maybe just try putting it on a different key. I don't know, maybe your T key's broke.
I remember always having issues with the lock on. It never wanted to work for me, and I don't know what the hell I did to it, but just randomly, one day it just freaking started working for me properly, so I just never tried screwing around with it ever again.
Well, a lot
User
of
joined your channel.
Hello, user.
Fades again. I've been listening to your conversation. I'm gonna throw out a couple of things you might have already tried. Usually when I have issues like that, it's because I have either I'm like holding
Oh.
shift and running, and suddenly I can't use my radio because some other key I guess is taken over. It's not even like a conflict, or at least it doesn't register as a conflict as far as ARM is concerned. But no, I can't run and use my radio at the same time, even though my radio button's on my mouse key and it but the radio. So what Fox was suggesting, but trying figuring it to a different key might
Alright,
help.
for craps and giggles, I changed it to P.
That's something to look out for.
back up because you might be within the lock cone of the missile. It probably only locks within, say, 30 degrees of the nose. So I would back out over the ocean.
I love how I systematically apparently grabbed every single trooper that was using a DC-15S. I didn't grab any of the specialty roles at all. I think I put a little too much base paint in here because holy crap, that's a lot. So it's saying that you need to try turning it on and off again.
Eh.
Apologies if the view is not the greatest. I'm right-handed, unfortunately, and my camera is on the right-hand side, so don't you dare fall, you little bastard. So, yeah. I think tomorrow night or the next night I do this, I will be trying out another camera setup that I have. I haven't even tried using the camera with my computer, the other camera that I have, to see if it's even compatible. I believe it is. I have all the wires and everything that goes for it.
Yeah, the elevation indicator, the elevation indicator still like freaking out on me, like it's like slow climbing, but I'm not climbing.
It does that. It does that in auto hover. Honestly, don't know what to tell you, man. Cause, yeah, I have mine set, I think, to both T and to the button on my stick. So let me check.
If only Wolf were here. I mean, shit, he was the like master of dealing with lock-on shit. Cause he was always running with that damn PLX. Whenever he got a chance, he used PLX everywhere.
there a way to turn my fucking instrument panel off, like my HUD?
Like the blue portion of it?
Yeah,
No,
Oh,
you'd have to turn it off.
like turn
The lat off completely.
Hey, if for shits and giggles, if I land right and I get out, and oh no, never mind.
Switch to your SDBs and try locking onto that laser target.
Okay, I just realized ever since I came into this channel, while y'all might be able to hear me, I can't hear Reaper or Fox.
That's because they have their TFR turned on. That or you might accidentally still have them locally muted, so double check your TeamSpeak. If they've got the little figure dude on it, then they're probably locally muted for you.
I didn't think TFAR would work if... we
I
were
have
in
a
the
red
chow hall.
icon that shows up on my radar, but I got no lock tone.
I'm not sure, man. I'm gonna have to get to bed soon because I got class in the morning.
I don't.
I'll leave the server up so that way you guys can
User left
continue
your channel.
screwing around with it when you guys want to.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
The thing is, I don't know what to do about it because I can lock on to stuff, but he can't.
There must be a setting or something that we're missing.
I feel like there fucking is, but I'm not sure what.
It's late. You should go to bed.
User joined your channel.
All right, so I don't understand. Fox can lock on.
Yeah,
I locked
we're
on
we
for a brief.
we're thinking that we're missing a setting that we're just not thinking of right now. So I
I
would
don't know. I have to.
I'd worry
play
about
with
it another day.
I'm gonna go over to the 8 way
Okay.
over there.
Alright, well if you want, I'm streaming right now of me painting my little miniatures, so if you wanna have something to watch, that's what I'm doing right now.
All right.
User disconnected from your channel.
Okay, so I just discovered that you can turn the Z6 into a grenade launcher.
Oh, good night.
Have a good
Alright.
night.
User disconnected from
Yeah, the
your
Z6
channel.
has always been able to do that, man.
Yeah, I'm just now discovering that because I've never tried to change fire on an automatic.
Oh, wait, oh, okay, yeah,
weapon.
because you're just used to an automatic firing automatic.
Yeah, and I of course I've never gone for an LMG roll, so
That's funny.
I was like, oh, this is cool. I could shoot the machine gun slower. And I'm like, what is the single fire mode? Ouch.
You should try the Z7 chain gun. That one's pretty entertaining.
Reckon right now the Z6. Killed myself with the explosive one.
Note to self, do not let spades have access to a Z6.
That could be good. Now that I know what that button does, after all.
My god, the crotch bulge on these freaking clone troopers is ridiculous. Like, holy crap, what are these guys packing?
Django was a pimp.
Apparently, like, holy crap.
Although, I think he probably would have gotten himself a son without having to clone him if that were the case.
Well, the way these guys are looking, I mean, shit. He probably could have had any woman he wanted of any species.
And I don't remember the lore too much. I know, like, or at least I think that Changeling slash maybe that's
I know who you're
why
talking
it
about.
didn't get
Yeah.
she didn't get with you. Maybe that's why he didn't get with her because she was a changeling. But I think that was floated past him in a comic or something. He just got her down or something.
Yeah. So yeah, he had an apprentice, which was in episode 2, Attack of the Clones, where they're at the bar scene.
Cameon Dart, Cameoan Dart.
Something like that. But yeah, she was a changeling, and I watched one of Eckhart's, I think, or One Mind Syndicate. They had a special on that. But yeah, no, they kind of had an affair going, but they never got really into it because she was trying to become a Mandalorian. She wanted to be one of the best bounty hunters ever, and she started under the tutelage of Django, which at the time he was noted to be the best of the best. And rumor got spread around that he was going to be the template. So of course, Anakin and Obi-Wan were then tasked with, finding out what the hell's going on. And that's where they came across this changeling. And before they could really find out any information from her, she was killed by Django. And she knew that she was going to get killed if she were captured and everything. And actually, if I remember correctly, Django actually was really sad that he lost her because he really did like her and everything.
Huh.
So
Yeah, I don't remember how he felt about it. I figured it wasn't kind of way because I figured that would be memorable, but I hadn't seen all the behind the scenes.
yeah, Eckhart and One Mind Syndicate are pretty good about talking about that kind of just the random one-off stories.
I watch some of these war videos until they start repeating themselves, and then I realize why am I worried about what server I can jump off and own ASAR? I was just seeing if the server had something to do with why I crash every time I try and stream.
Well, the server is up, so if you wanted to test that, go for it.
I've been doing that this whole time. Like things were fine in the look. I'd get started streaming before the thing started, get all my shit right. Suddenly crash.
Is
I
the
even
game
have,
crashing
like-
or is your software crashing?
I forget which it is, but I think like my whole piece crashed last time I tried it. I did just get on a YouTube video and copy someone else's OBS settings, so that could be one reason why.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Hoping these settings have fallen.
I would honestly try doing auto detect. See what the system tries doing, and then go from there.
I used to record all the time. Thought my settings were already right, but
I finally found the commander. DC-15A. Alright, here the crouched.
Z7.
The Z7 is in the rocket launcher tabs.
Oh, it's under a launcher.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't find. It starts unloaded, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Now, as soon as you
Oh.
yeah, so you see what I mean by that is a very specialized weapon system now. You pretty much have an A10 Warthog on your shoulder.
Yeah. This is a one-man army weapon. And sweet. Rapid fire gun that fits in a launcher stat? What kind of class do I have to be? Oh, this is not going to be allowed.
It will be allowed only on certain missions and only by certain individuals who are trained in it.
Close with this.
Yeah, because when I first started playing with that, I was like, why can't I? Because I was up
User
in the
joined your channel.
acclimator at first. Hello, user. Trying to shoot it. And I'm like, what the hell? I don't see any splash damage. So I'm like, all right, well, let's do this. Pointed it directly, like, maybe 2 meters away from my feet, and shot it. And yeah, kablooey. Who joined?
Oh, it's me.
Ah, welcome back. Let me
I just had
guess.
to mute your stream because you're on the mic here.
Got it, no worries.
Guess you're immortal in Arsenal. I didn't even know that.
Yes, you are technically
I killed
immortal.
myself before. Oh well. That was in the Noah Arsenal. I was probably in one of the
Well-
yard trainings.
For shits and giggles, I went to Legion Studios' Discord and I reported the bug that I'm having with the lock-on system not working, so I'll see what happens in the morning.
Okay.
And Thursday I'll have all the DLCs.
Oh, nice.
Curiosity, do you modify any of your controls in Arma, or do you go with like a
In Arma itself, I'm running just the vanilla default.
Of course you would be
and-
excited about that, Ghost. You're like one of the only people in the unit that plays Division 2. Or, that we know of.
I know I have to change things a lot, and it bites me in the end. Go to follow someone's instructions on how to do stuff. And
We're in the 9th Assault Corps TeamSpeak. Do you not have... Oh, yeah, you're right. You probably don't have it. Don't be jumping in and do what you did to V's stream. I swear to God, I will fucking ban you. I'm not gonna fucking play that game like you did last time.
Wait, who did what now?
Don't worry about it. Not a thing for you to worry about.
Okay.
I get why they don't have it, but a scope on this thing would be real nice.
I know. I'm just making sure you know.
All the weapons in this that should require like energy cells or something. This one doesn't give a.
That's my Twitch name, by the way.
I see.
I don't ever stream, but if I do stream it, it's
Those be fighting words, Ghost.
I wonder if y'all have the same bug. Whenever I'm in Ace Arsenal lately and I kill one of the characters, they respawn with like another person inside them.
The fuck?
Yeah, it gets to where like the people in my arsenal just flying.
User joined your
Really
channel.
annoying when I'm doing a little bit of testing on scopes and stuff because I'll hit somebody and I'll be like, well, why didn't they die? Turns out they did take damage, but their body double is standing in exactly the same place, so I couldn't see.
Is this the new TeamSpeak
reaction.
then?
It's one of the new TeamSpeaks. So we have foes, TeamSpeak, over
For
at
the
the
8th.
8th, and then we have this one for the 9th. So, just so that way we don't have the whole fucking clutter and confusion of
Where to
tags
go.
and yeah.
We have our. I mean, there are different units are structured differently, so it'd be funny if, you know, Barb is a member of Alpha in the 8th, but he's got command of Bravo in the 9th, so separate.
That and
separate
rank
conference
too.
rooms.
The whole rank
Going to
tag
the right
thing.
place.
I don't like looter shooters though.
Damn. I have a better graphics card than you, and you're running a better profit processor.
Who are you talking to?
You. I was reading your piece.
Oh, my PC specs, yeah.
Postman 257 and the Star Wars assholes.
Yeah, fuck you too, Sid.
So, was I supposed to keep Foe's TeamSpeak then?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you can.
Shit, I need to get it back then.
The 9th
Oh,
are
someone made a boo-boo. I don't know why I did that. Please delete that in my life.
Yeah.
What in the hell are you base painting over there?
I am base painting a pair of arms holding a DC-15S, which you can't do a very good job of seeing. Hold on.
Well, can you send me that TeamSpeak info?
Yeah, hold on.
I'll send it to him.
Okay, I get the gist. Kind of blurry.
So,
Ah, there we go. I can see it.
yeah, you just gotta give it a hot second. So there's the DC-15S and everything, so. It's ironic enough. What's actually kind of funny is I went ahead and grabbed every single trooper setup, and these are the guys right now. And every single one of them is the DC-15S variant. I didn't grab any of the other 3 packages, which those guys are right here. So you can see I've got the DC-15As in that one. I've got the squad leader there, and then I've got the Z6 gunner right here. So.
Yeah.
Who was sending me the info?
Ace was, or Spades was going to do that.
Sorry, I was gonna do that, and then I realized, am I just sending you the Discord info? Because you're in the TeamSpeak.
No, the 9th or the 8th assault,
8th,
Foe hammers.
Yeah, I'll send you that TeamSpeak.
So who the hell is Postman supposed to be?
That is Sid.
User disconnected from your channel.
Did he seriously just go over to the other TeamSpeak
Probably.
to get the info
Probably.
when he could have just gone to his bookmarks?
No,
Ace.
technically speaking, all he had to do was go to the Discord, copy and paste. Although I know.
User joined your channel.
I accidentally closed out my tab. I messed.
Oops.
Oh God, I have somebody posting as Raxala. I've earned Gen.
So what unit are you guys with now? Like, what the hell's going on?
We're both in the 8th and the 9th, most of us.
Yep.
The 9th was the unit when I joined. It was Starsim unit, and then there was a bit of a struggle and drama, so briefly became the 10th, a modern Milsim unit. Jumped over to being a op tray unit, the 8th, and now we're that we've had a break from Starsim. He's bringing back the 9th, and most of the unit 8th is happy to go back to being a Starsim. Those who aren't get to stay, op tray and do whatever.
Hmm. Plus, it's another option for foe to be able to have some fun, be on the ground. So this dude's got some blaster damage to him. Like, holy crap. That's kind of cool, actually. Like that. So that one's definitely a veteran of some type of battle because he's got some scarring going on. And what sucks is I missed out on some of these mold lines. Well, okay. So when I was originally working on these models, I was actually doing it with one of my best friends and my father. And so my father and I were supposed to be working on dealing with the mold lines. And we both apparently did a really bad job of that because almost every single one of these models has some pretty trash mold lines going on.
Oh, somebody's having fun with Armor 3. Spawning in a bunch of fucking IG-88s or Terminators. Oh, they're doing a fucking Terminator roleplay. That's kind of...
I miss Arma.
Do you though?
Yeah.
This trooper as well. It's got some pretty good damage to his helmet.
Everybody. Late night fun ops. 501st.
Yeah.
Oh
I do
yeah,
miss
that's
playing
why.
it.
The 501st, they're so damn big. They run like 3 or 4 ops in one day. And then they've got, I know when I was in the 212 there for a hot minute, they actually had a full-on Zeus schedule of when people were allowed, and if you tried to Zeus when you weren't in your designated time slot, you actually got in trouble for it.
That's gay.
Yeah. But that's how they ran. I had issues with playing on their servers because whenever they did their main ops, they would have all this excess shit on there to the point that, I mean, you couldn't do anything. Yeah, I was constantly down to only 5 frames. Like, it was unplayable for me. I hated it. So after a little bit, everyone started talking about, oh, well, let's do StarSim. Let's do this. Let's try making missions and all this other stuff. And so I tried doing a couple missions and found out how it kind of worked. And after that, not long after, we just went ahead and just like, hey, why don't we just make our own unit? And we waited for a little bit of time because this is right when Task Force Saber was going through its little phase of issues. So I waited for that, and waited for that to kind of blow over, and then some of the guys who joined up with the 9th, were like, oh, okay, well, let's try this out. And so, I mean, I had a good core group of guys who started out with us. I mean, they're still with the group. And then, currently, but, yeah, we had an interesting start. And, I mean, it was, in a way, it was kind of a little bit rough as well. And we had a couple of really good patches, and then all of a sudden we had some really bad patches as well. And when I closed, oh my god, it's already 9:30. Holy crap!
Where's your girlfriend at?
I don't have a girlfriend. She fucking abandoned me.
Ouch.
Yeah, fuck her. When about June-ish last year, I just started getting, there was so much drama going on with another unit, between myself and that unit. Like, I wasn't allowing any of you guys in on it because it wasn't any of my troopers information. It wasn't information for you guys to have to deal with. But I was, having to deal with another unit claiming that we're poaching from them, and that one of our guys was harassing them, and that was not the case. So, and it was actually kind of a little bit of the other way around. But I let it get to me, and then finally I said, fuck it, I'm done with this shit. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with you. I'm shutting everything down. So a lot of the guys, we stuck around. I kept the Discord up and everything, and so that way we could all, keep in touch. But
Riddle.
huh?
Oh, I'm watching this dude's stream who's streaming with the 501st.
Oh.
Did you call him a bitch?
I don't think they're a GARC 501st unit though. If there was, I would have.
What do you mean?
If it was a GARC 501st unit, I would have called him a bitch. If they're just doing regular 501st stuff, I can't really.
I don't know if the 501st are even doing anything at this time of night. I mean, it's 9:30 on a Sunday night. I mean,
11:30.
Well, it says according to his stream, it's a late night fun op, so not a main op.
Looks like my streaming's good to go, so I'll be able to record mission. But I'm gonna hit the sack. I'll see y'all later.
all right. Have a good night, man.
User left your channel.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get to the undersuit tonight. I have to
Well,
get through all the repainting of the base coat of these guys. I miss so much on that spray.
Self a subscription to it. No, according to this stream, his Twitch name is Archon87. So I believe this 501st unit is
Might be just a group. I know there is a Russian 501st out there.
So according to this, it says about me. My name is Cal, but Archon's been my online nickname since I first had an Xbox Live back in the early 2000s. Currently enlisted Air Force, haven't been in a little over a decade now. Married. Badass 4-year-old son. I started right out and I've enjoyed air and play games. Blah 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 blah. Rules: don't be an asshole. No spamming links in chat. Enjoy the show. Interested in the 501st? Follow the directions below to begin recruiting. Download the TeamSpeak application. Connect to the 501st TeamSpeak at ts.501stlegion-a3.com. Join one of the standby channels on the recruitment section. Wait for a recruiter to join the channel, and because your recruitment 501st recruiters recruiting hours are from 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also understand that 501st recruiters may be busy during these times with other business. Therefore, blah blah blah.
So it actually
Blah, blah,
might
blah.
be the legitimate player then.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, sorry that you guys have such a shitty view perspective right now.
Okay, so according to this, from what I can see on stream, you got a CIT Rathion, CT Brother, CSM Odin.
Rathian
Riddle.
sounds actually familiar.
Oh, CLT Rathian, CSM Odin,
Yeah.
Claire, DRC Brother, C.
See, what's the
Uh,
most unfortunate and kind of annoying thing is that the 501st is so damn big, it eats up pretty much all of the viable players in Star Sim. Because everyone wants to be a freaking fanboy of the 501st. Oh my god, 501st is always the best Legion. It's only because of the...
well, technically speaking, the 501st is the best Legion because it was under Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, but look what happened to Anakin, though.
Your shrapnel.
Plus, the other thing,
See,
too,
the key
it's...
word there is was.
Plus, the other thing on top of that is the 501st was really also made popular mainly due to the Clone Wars animated series and movies, which primarily focus on the 501st, Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Ahsoka Tano. If it had been focused on a totally different Legion, like the 41st, then everyone would be like, oh yeah, the 41st is always the best, and da 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 da. They would be saying the exact same thing as the 50, as they're saying as the 501st.
I don't even know how their fucking ranking scale goes because all these troopers have CWM, CSM, CRC.
They're just so big, they have to have so many different ranks to be able to have some type of organization.
Well, these airborne troopers that they have here all have fucking jetpacks.
Yeah, they use the jump jets. Now, one thing I was actually kind of thinking about doing at some point was actually having it where in our airborne ops, we wouldn't actually be using parachutes. We would be using that jetpack thing from Optray.
Yeah, I seen that. I put that on my back
Yeah.
today while I was training with Fox.
It is a very interesting system and kind of difficult to learn how to use, but once you learn how to use it, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
You just have to be very, very careful with it.
Alright, well, I'm logging out and going to bed because I gotta be at work tomorrow early.
No worries. You have a great night.
Yeah, well,
I'll be up for a little bit longer.
I'll be on tomorrow night, and then Tuesday I'm off, so I'll be on all day. If you can, could you leave the server up though? So
Yeah,
I
I'll be leaving the servers up, so you can muck around with it. And
Yeah, I'm
just
gonna
complain.
I'm gonna start messing with the gunship and try to see why that fucking targeting lock. Maybe it was just my internet connection in the game.
It's
So
usually
I'm gonna
not the
go in.
case. There's probably a setting or something that we're missing.
Yeah. But I have because you said the other good person that flies is Foe, right? Is a
Yeah, Foe is the platoon leader. He's flown before. Fox was the one that used to fly for us mostly. And he was the one that was actually sitting in there and working with you on that.
Yeah. I'll see if Foe had an issue with, or knows what my issue is too. Because I know he was talking to me about, because I figured out how to bring up the MFG, the fucking the combat display that you would
Right.
see in the center of an A10 or something. I figured out how to bring that fucking thing up. That would have been helpful to know, so I can vector myself in the correct way. That way there I know where to come from. But now I figured that out, so that's good. As well as Apparently, I found out I can't fucking read a map anymore. Because when Reese, fucking good old Reese, I love that boy. He marked where I needed to fucking shoot fucking shit at on the map, but I came in at the wrong angle, so I ended up fucking strafing across the deck of fucking friendlies and fucking realize it. Not to mention, every single one of the kits that I looked into has fucking IR strobes. If they
Mhm.
would have fucking just activated their IR strobes, I would have known exactly where the fuck they were, and I would have never fucking shot my rockets at them, bastard. But that's another thing we got to work on too. Is if you're gonna put IR strobes in there to coordinate with CAS and air and or medevac, y'all need to put them sons of bitches on.
Yeah, I think the
Unless
guys mainly forgot about. One, either didn't realize that they had them, or two, forgot about them.
Well, we're gonna bring that up on the next op. If we're gonna be like a dawn or semi-night operation, IR strobes on friendlies.
Mm. I mean, that's something that could be added. I'll talk to the different. I'll talk to Hawk and Barb, and I'll mention it
Yeah,
with Foe as well.
That way there, especially if depending on what I'm using, whether it be night vision or heat,
Mm.
just so I can, because droids are gonna give off a heat signature, so more so than man. So I can decipher if I'm using the IR or infrared. I can decipher who's friendly, who's not, based upon the IR flashes, because droids aren't gonna have IR strobes. It'd be the same. It'd be the same as, you know, like basically being in real life. If you're in a real life situation, nighttime, we always have our IR strobes on all the time.
Mhm.
So just to make it easier for us up in the air to see, because basically all you guys, when I'm up in the air, y'all look like ants. So I may be firing on fucking enemies, but I can also be firing on friendlies too.
Mhm.
So just trying to think of safety measures and precautions more so than what we already got. Being that I'm somewhat kind of an officer, but I'm not.
No, it's good that you're. It's forward thinking. That's what we want.
Now, the whole ranking system though. So technically speaking, I have to be showing up to the most of the main ops. Doesn't the op tray op also count as a main op for promotion points as well?
Not within the ninth, no.
Oh, okay.
The FTX is what's counted for.
Okay.
The trainings, but not actual rank. You have to. The main ops are what are gonna actually get you promotion points.
So basically, after like my second op with the 9th, I should be able to rank up,
Mhm.
technically speaking.
Technically speaking, yes.
Okay.
If we like you enough.
Hey, so far I haven't been a jackass yet.
No, that's my job.
I mean, I did fire on friendlies by accident, not realizing, but you know.
I've done it on purpose.
Then again, it's also you, Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also still learning, so therefore that's why Foe hasn't fucking kicked me in the dick
random
yet.
ass question. Yesterday's op. Did you ever get sniped out of your bird?
Falcon?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what happened with that Falcon crash. So that's why I yelled at everybody, just like Foe did. So when y'all pop smoke, where you
Mhm.
pop smoke at, that's when Saber started fucking popping off sniper rounds. I
Mhm.
landed, I picked y'all up, and whizzed over my rotors. And I was trying to correct for the over exaggerated lean, and
Mhm.
then he fucking whizzed me again with a bullet, and it tipped my whole fucking bird over, and I crashed.
Oh, okay.
So he was shooting at my rotors, trying to knock my rotors out.
Yeah, because he was saying that he thinks he may have sniped you out of the bird.
No, he shot my rotors. I heard the whiz right across the top of my canopy.
Got it.
Because I was in third person mode when it happened. Yeah, he whizzed the shit out of me, like wicked fucking. He that those the sniper rifles in Halo is basically like a big old fucking
Fuck you.
25 millimeter. It's a big old 25 millimeter cannon. It's been that's why Spartans use them all the time because they're genetically augmented troopers.
Right.
So carrying a big ass sniper rifle like that,
It's child play.
it's basically child's play. It's like picking up a 50 cal and lobbing off rounds standing up. So because it's an anti-material rifle, him whizzing fucking rounds over my rotors, it's gonna end up doing a bunch of weird shit. It's not gonna be so much of an issue with a Pelican. However, as small of an area as you were, it would have been easier for me to drop in with a Falcon versus a Pelican. If I dropped in with a Pelican, I'd have to put the ramp down and basically fucking tilt the ass end of my fucking Pelican down to get you guys to fucking jump in. Or land low enough for the ramp to touch the ground for y'all to basically jump in. But either way, he was lobbing that you guys put me in such an open spot where he was just able to just lob rounds at me to fucking fuck me up. Now, the second when Reese took over for me, he actually sniped Reese out of the cockpit. Yeah, he sniped Reese, fucking shot him right in the fucking skull, knocked his ass completely out, and he crashed. So that's another thing we'll get going. Especially, I know it's hard in Obtrade to try to coordinate air because a lot of times you don't have enough room to send in assets air-wise, depending on what you guys are doing. However, you are gonna fucking pay attention to those fucking sniper rifles.
What also happened with the helocast? I mean, the guys who came in from a completely different direction than they were supposed to. What happened with that one?
That I am unsure of.
Okay, because they were supposed to land in the water and like a good distance out, but they came across from the land bridge instead.
Yeah, so I got to the location where I needed to drop them at, and I was having trouble maneuvering the Pelican to get it to fucking sit steady. And I went to go activate hover mode so I can at least get them to drop. And none of them were dropping out of the fucking Pelican. They waited fucking almost, I would say about 45, 50 seconds before they fucking decided they're gonna drop out of the fucking Pelican. Like I kept screaming at them to fucking drop, and taking them a fucking half minute to fucking drop them.
Interesting. Okay.
And also, they were all messed up anyway, bearing-wise, because where I dropped them, they ended up going in the complete wrong direction, and I ended up just taking off at that point. And
yesterday's op was just a hilarity of just fucking one thing after another.
Yeah, it was just a bunch of communication breakdown. That is basically what caused all the problems. They're like the communication today was hell of a lot better than it was last night. Which is weird because when we all do Star Wars, communication's always fucking there. When we did Halo, communication just like went out right out the fucking window. Tactics went out the fucking window. Everything went out the fucking window.
Well,
And today when you drop me in as a trooper, you know, simulating the fact we had no pilots left because I fucking killed them all being a dumbass flying around. Believe it or not, when I crashed the first time, I killed 2 droids.
Yeah, I saw that. I was hovering right above you because I woke you up.
Yeah, I fucking killed the 2 droids in the tower. I was slowly walking over to Reese. I told Reese to patch me up real quick so I can walk. Patches me up. Get over. I was trying to maneuver around to get to cover because I said, "Fuck this! I'm a pilot. I don't have to listen to these fucking knuckleheads. I can do my own thing." I got sniped. So then when I respawned, went out, I fucking did a rocket run right across the deck. found out that I was hitting. I fucking
You hit a building.
Almost.
You full on like rocketed a building that had nothing but friendlies in it.
yeah, didn't realize that. Okay, because I got shot at. I saw the red laser bolts hitting my gunship, and I said, "Fucking rockets everywhere. I don't give a fuck."
Fuck you. Fuck
Uh,
you. Oh, and you get
yeah,
some
ba-
extra fuck you.
Yeah, basically. And then I crashed after I hit that HMP. And
That
that's
was
when you drive-
hilarious to watch. By the way.
Yeah, well, I took out the HMP, so I don't care. So then the second HMP, I got turned around, finished off. I launched off the rest of my missiles. Obviously, fucking completely missed. I don't understand how I did, but I did. I shot him down with the guns. I went to go bank around. I think that's when I stalled. And I crashed the third time, and then that's when you dropped me as a trooper. And I said, "Fuck it, I'll just be a heavy assault trooper with a Z6."
Mm.
And then I stormed a position filled with fucking droids. And I was just like, "Rah!" And then came back and regrouped with Barb because I didn't know where the fuck I was going. So I figured I would rally up with friendlies, and that's when that's when it all ended. So I killed the last two droids, and that's when it ended.
Mm.
So all in all, I got one gunship kill. So I got one pilot kill, 2 droid kills as a pilot, 2 droid kills as a heavy trooper. So I think once we start getting bigger and we open up, I think I might qual as a heavy trooper,
Mm.
as well as being a pilot.
The other thing too is yesterday's mission. I was in charge, and I don't do platoon ground level shit. I'm only good at like squad to fire team based elements. Anything larger than that, I can't do it. It just I cannot physically
Well,
handle all
here's the way
the
to
fucking information coming at me.
Yeah. Here's the way to fix all that. Since you were the command element controlling the whole maneuver, just think of it as a fire team, just on a larger scale. So the information that's being given to you, you just got to break it down to its important parts. And you just gotta break it down small. That way, like for example, when you called in the helocast to come pick y'all up at that location. Purple smoke. If y'all would have dropped a chem light or thrown a strobe out, I would have been able to pick you up a little better, and I would have been able to maneuver a little better, because I would have said, because I saw flash coming out of somewhere, which I wasn't sure of, because I was so low that I could see, and I thought it was just light, so I thought my fucking I play on a TV. I thought my TV was fucking messing up. Not messing up, but like the resolution was all fucked up. So I didn't think anything of it. So, but if y'all would have called to me and said, "Hey, there's a sniper in the area," I would have taken off and said, "Hey, we need to move to LZ." I would have picked you up somewhere else a little bit more of a safer designation. That way, I could have got y'all out of there, or at least in a better position to assault the next objective. And then when y'all told us to get, and when you told Reese to coordinate me as a co-pilot, that kind of helped a little bit, because he could navigate for me while I was flying the damn bird.
Right.
Which I think I may have that happen again. I may Star Wars. I may have Fox as my co-pilot.
That's only
Over
if he
there.
wants to do it, because he's trying to
Yeah.
take a break from sci-fi fucking flying.
Well, he's not gonna be flying. He's just gonna be my co-pilot. He's just gonna be navigator, basically.
At least
Yeah.
until you get, confident enough to be able to.
To do it on my own.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that makes sense.
That's what I think I should really have, at least until I'm like I said, confident enough to do it on my own. Like I said, once I figured out how to bring up the MFG display, I was able to orientate myself a little better, and looking at the map and the MFG, it got me to realize what the fuck I was doing. And he said tonight I was doing a little better after the op. It was just
Hmm.
I gotta fuck with the targeting controls because I can't lock on the AGMs for some reason. Why? Even
Right.
with the pylon system. So I don't know if I have to redo and load all my mods and fix anything, or if it's because of the Legion update and it fucked with all their shit.
I don't
So
know.
that's why I sent the bug ticket, which is weird because, like I said, he was able to do it no problem. I wasn't able to. Messed it all up because I had no idea what the fuck was going on.
One thing I'm gonna do tomorrow before I leave work tomorrow is I'm going to pick up some toothpicks. Use those for stir sticks.
But anyway, I'll catch y'all tomorrow.
Alright.
We'll go over some stuff tomorrow for next Sunday.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't even figured out what I'm gonna do for next Sunday's mission anyway, so.
If we do, I think we should. If we do it, I think we should set up an airbase, like an airbase fob type deal.
Oh, kind of like the one that I had set up for 2 weeks ago.
Sort of, but more open. Legitimate, like with a runway and everything.
Oh, okay, so more for actual fixed wing type stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's doable. It depends on the map too.
Oh, so true. If not, I mean, even a runway with, even if we had gunships and a runway, what helped me in Halo, trying to fly around the Pelican and stuff, the runway actually kind of helped orientate me how to land. So, if we do another map, I think we should start off, the friendlies, us, should start off in like a fob on the ground with a runway. Or even better, the Venator with a fucking, or Acclimator with the fucking ramp down. But, fob, an actual airbase setup would work a little better. Especially when you're trying to landing and take off, since the gunship is technically like a helicopter.
True.
Doesn't even have to be huge, small enough. Because even with the ARC 170s, you can still take off like a helicopter too. So.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I still have to look at the maps, and find one that's gonna work and figure out what mission we're gonna do next. Because my campaign starts for the 8th next weekend. So.
Oh. So you're Zeusing for the 8th next weekend?
Yeah. So Ramsey will be in my spot on the ground. So, and then Saber takes control of the next mission behind me, and then Foe will go back to being mission maker again for the next op.
So wait. That works. Well, there you go. There's my idea. Food for thought. Alright, logging out.
Alright, have a great night.
Yeah, you as well.
User disconnected from your channel.
Alright. Almost done. I got my Z6 troopers here. Painting out the Z6s. Once the Z6s are done, take care of the troopers themselves. And then when the troopers are done, calling it a night. So. And like I said earlier, I will try what I can with that other camera that I have to see if that will be a viable option, so that way you guys can be able to actually see what I'm doing while I'm working on these troopers. Because right now that's
You don't need a new camera. You just need to place that one above your monitors
the
facing
cable's only 2 feet, if that. It's maybe 2,
Can
maybe
you
3 feet long.
Is it a USB?
Yeah, but the tower's on the
Just-
right hand side of the
Just
desk.
go get a USB extension. It's like $4 or $5, and you can get a 3-foot one. When are you gonna play Division 2?
Probably never, because I don't have the game, nor do I intend on getting it.
Wow. Maybe I wanted to play with you.
You have to find another game that'd be more entertaining. I'd love to be able to play the Star Wars mod for Assault Squad 2, but it's on ModDB, and I don't trust that fucking website.
The website's better than most.
Yeah. Well, back in the day when Call of Duty was still really, like, Call of Duty 4 was popular, I tried downloading a bunch of fucking maps and weapon skins and shit, and unintentionally I downloaded like 6 different viruses all at once, and they fucked with the computer. Yeah. Parents were not thrilled when that happened. I was blocked from being able to play video games for a month until they fixed the computer, and then still was not able to play any video games for another month and a half. Needless to say, that was a very boring time in my life.
And don't.
I need the money. It's actually kind of fun. However, the hand cramping is not so fun. You know, I was really thinking about buying some new couple of bowls at Walmart today when I was there, and kind of kicking myself I hadn't. That I didn't, excuse me. Alright, we're down to the last one. Alright, well, definitely noted for next time to start the stream a lot sooner than 7:30 at night. Fuck. This takes forever now. Then again, I did go over a lot tonight as well, so. Definitely can see why some people enjoy doing miniatures. These things are actually kind of fun to do. Alright, so pretty much ending tonight's episode. There's all the troopers in their white glory, pre-based. Thing I'm gonna do is tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know yet. Ooh, sweaty gloves. I don't know if it's gonna be tomorrow or maybe the night after that. We'll
I'm jumping out of here, bud.
Alright, you have a good night.
User disconnected from your channel.
So tomorrow night or one of the other nights, we will work on getting these guys their Under Armour painted. Sorry, I'm trying to focus in on this. I'm not very good at this stuff. Probably in 2 nights because I have to go and get some supplies first before I can do it. But tomorrow night we'll look at. I'm sorry, 2 nights we'll be back at this, getting the under all the crevices in the visors and the gloves, the weapons, and the undersuit themselves. We'll get them all painted and kind of up to date. Try to get them situated as well where you actually have a much better perspective of me working on these guys. So hopefully here maybe in, I know, like I'm thinking tomorrow I'll try again. Otherwise we'd be looking at probably Tuesday. I'll stream again, and when I stream we'll go through and just kind of look at all the different things we have going on. Again, working on the undersuits, the visors, the weapons, getting them all painted black in this Abaddon black here. And then I need to make sure that paint is actually close so it doesn't dry out on me. I'm going to get a lighter shade of green. So that way I'm going to start a base, dark base, and then have a lighter top layer. And then we'll actually get the 9th stripes painted on this. So really quick, just kind of show you guys kind of the design that I have going on. So prepare your eyes. So this is the 9th color schemes. These are just some of the armor templates that some of the guys have submitted. So we can try to get it into game. So the game that we primarily play is Arma 3, and there's a mod team that we used to work closely with in the past, and I'm trying to rebuild that again as we rejoin and everything. So these are just some of the templates that we had guys come in with. These are actual helmet templates that we're using. Again, some of the armors were submitted by the same guy. He submitted a couple different variations for each of the uniforms or helmets and everything. This was actually the helmet for the lieutenant that was in charge of the unit for for a good portion of the Knight's rise. His actual visor, everything that you see here blue on the front, was actually red. but we changed it to blue since he was actually a lieutenant in the company. This was a really pretty early helmet design that was not it was not approved because one, we have Havoc Squad up here, so that was a symbol that was not approved at the time. Plus we were using an old mod called Swap, Star Wars Opposition, where we didn't getting the Rancor Battalion's symbol here on the front was very difficult for us to be able to do, because just how the UV maps were set up. Some basic armor. So here is the basic phase 1 armors. So you can see it's pretty, going to be pretty easy to do. Completely green shoulders, hand pads, a stripe going down on the side, green shins, and a stripe going down the front, and a little bit of a stripe on the back. So very simple to do for phase 1s. Each rank has its own designation where it's just a gold stripe for the commander, red stripe for the commander. Here's the phase 1 helmet itself. Again, very simple design, trying to keep with how Star Wars kind of did it. Plus also it's just way easier for us once we try to bring these elements into the actual game itself. Here you see the phase 1 lieutenant. Of course, we got the 4 little dots on the chest and everything. The NCO. Now we're at the phase 1 armor. So phase 2. Excuse me. Wow, tired. You'll note that on the phase 2 armor, we now have the midriff is pretty much all green all the way around. The stripe has been replaced with a stripe going along the top, which that's not going to be fun to paint. And then right above the forearms, there's a stripe, and then we have solid gray on the biceps and the elbow pad. And the hand guards. Again, I do apologize for the constant yawning. It is getting past 10 and I'm beat. This is one of the guys submitted his custom armor with us. This one was approved. Simple design. One thing you'll note is the forearms. This is still being debated right now. Well, I'm still debating it. Because in the 9th lore, gray forearms signify someone who's been of rank sergeant or above. So you'll see the officers with gray forearms and NCOs with gray forearms, but you won't see any regular troopers with gray forearms. This individual is a corporal, so it's teetering on the edge of yes, he's allowed it, but at the same time, no. Plus, he's using a different gray because we use a dark gray on the uniform, so you can see here it's a little bit darker gray. His is a much lighter gray, so it's something I'm debating. Here's the commander. One thing we're going to be changing up, is I'm actually going to be removing the gold off the back of the back of the hands, just replacing those with gray. But we're going to be leaving the yellowish orange stripe and shoulder pad, and I think the knee pads will go back to the original gray, or I might leave them. I'm not sure yet. Let's see here. Captain, same thing. Pretty much it's going to be carbon copy for every single thing. Just different colors. Here you see the basic phase 2 trooper. Again, giant green stripe with a gray fin, gray top, mohawk. Commander, same thing, but the designation for NCO and above is the gray. I missed a spot. The gray back ends, so where the air filters are and everything, that's gray, along with the ears, and then the very top where the mohawk is and the button on the back is the rank designation. Same thing with the captain, the lieutenant, the NCO. NCO is actually, it's just a phase 2 trooper. But with the gray filters base. So, phase 2 lieutenant's armor. Here's a pilot template. This is our pilot's custom helmet request. In the 9th, the supporting element is the Shadow Squadron. So this is our current Shadow pilot. It's mostly approved. However, I think these two insignia right here will be removed. We might probably allow this to stay, and then these might not. I don't know. I still have to talk with my armorer about who's actually going to be making these armors, because I'm going to be making some, and then I have another guy who's going to be helping me make these armors as well. So here are the insignia. We got the Republic Medic, all that, self-explanatory. So, this is supposed to be the Vornskir insignia, but you can't really see it because it's all white. So, and then airborne helmets. Currently, I only have one template kind of set up, and again, it's very reminiscent of the P2 helmets, the Phase 2 helmets. If this thing ever decides to load up. There it goes. Giant green triangle with a V for victory above the thing. So, nothing too grand. I don't know, did I even set up the armor? I don't think I did. No. So, that's what we got going on. I'm going to be working on these guys for a hot minute. So if you guys are definitely interested in hanging out and watching us play, watching me, work on these little dudes, by all means, you're more than welcome to. Definitely appreciate if you guys want to chat. I'm here to chat and work on these models. So with that, I think I'm going to call it a night. I've been at this for about over 2.5 hours, and I've been up since about 6, and I have to be up for work at about 6. So I will see you guys later. I hope you guys all have a great night and a good week. And if you have any questions, feel free. I'll drop a link into my the group Discord, so that way if you're ever interested in chatting with us or anything like that, you are more than welcome to. And there's Patrick. So ignore him. Legion Studios, where are you? Reports. That's right, you guys don't see that screen. Never mind. So here is the Discord link. So if you guys are ever interested in dropping by and chatting, you're more than welcome to. I also dropped the TeamSpeak icon information in there earlier. I'll redo it. So you guys are more than welcome to hang out with us and talk to you guys sometime later. Well, yeah, I'm going to wipe everything down. Good lord. You think I'm just going to leave it like this? Good lord. Alright, well, this is Nightwolf signing off, and hope you guys have a great night.